Let me just go ahead and put everybody in there. Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land, watching wherever you're watching. Um, we are going to finish up our sis today. Hopefully, um, I got in trouble from Jerry. Jerry spanked me because I did the metal work, and yeah, I got in trouble. But if you guys would like to watch how we did this, there's two parts of it. You can go back in the live here in the archives. You can go on. Scale Model Kit Review has it there. If you're watching from there, if you're watching from Just Painted, they have it there. He has the series there. If you're watching from Rise Dam Designs, he's got it there. So today we're joined. Tommy, the hand model, is not going to be with us. So today we have Steve Sutton, Scale Model Kit Review, Josh Rise Dam Designs. We have Michael, Keystone Scale Models, and of course we have Jerry Fade, Just Painted. So you guys got your models in finished so we can show where we're at with them. I'm going to go real quick. Let's go over to Steve Sutton. Let's see, Steve, where you at?
Yeah, let me change my camera here real quick.
While you're doing that, I'm going to do the same thing with mine. All right. There we go. Get my lights together here while you're doing that.
So that's where I'm sitting at now. I still got to work on the flesh tones on her face, her lips, her eyes, and finish painting her clothes.
Her bustier.
Yeah, I did do a black wash inside of it. It's kind of hard to see, but you might be able to see it there. And I still got to finish up this one too. So there I am. That's where I'm at. And then plus we all got to paint our little
simp, Simp. His avatar there.
Yep.
I'll get to mine today while I'm doing that. All right, we'll scoot over here to Josh. All right, Josh, where you at? He's not there.
Muted?
Yeah, no, I think he stepped away for a moment.
Okay.
I'll come back to him. There's Jerry. Now Jerry's keeping it to match the original one, right, Jerry?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
It looks good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good. Well, let me go back to you. Now, what you did with yours is different from what I did with mine. You used a lot of pastels, right?
Not a lot, but I use, for the shadows and some highlights. I still want to put a little more highlight, but I'm going to wait till I do finish the hair.
And you're going to do the hair white?
Yeah, like not silver white, but I think I'm going to go like an off-white maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I want to see as I go along. I want to see how white I want to go.
You know that you could use that ivory from Pro Acryl?
Yeah, that works pretty good.
Yeah, and then you go in there with a bright ivory highlight.
Yeah,
that'll be nice.
Yeah,
because it's not like real ghost white. You know what I mean?
Right. I did a little bit of
I like that.
Stippling on the cloak.
You got a little camo action going there. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little highlighting on that.
Nice.
Finish up the stitching and all that.
Nice.
But I'll work on that once I'm done with the leather work.
Nice. Mr. Lang.
No, it looks good.
That looks good, man.
Really good. I like her.
Yeah, I like that color. I like that color you used.
Yeah.
I like that color.
Yeah, I really like that color.
Yeah, that's different. I like it.
Yeah, because you're gonna do the bustier like brown, right?
Yeah.
And then the hood will be like a brown also, or what?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, should go with brown, I think.
Or a dark green,
black, or dark green, or
a dark green with a burnt umber wash over it. That would look nice.
Yeah.
That look good.
Yeah, I'm working on that today. Thanks.
Sweet, Mr. Risedam, where you at? Nice. You know what, Josh? That leather work looks good, bro.
Yeah.
So this color is the speed paint from RB Painter. It's their hardened leather color. Yeah. All you have to do is just basically brush it on.
You know what color I wanted to try was the one from Citadel. What is it? That the fuck this?
Snake bite leather.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of videos of people using it, and it dries. And the way it dries like that burnt. Instead of me doing 14 steps to get that color, with this,
Right.
you put it on there, you let it dry, and you seal it, and boom. You just got to have a good paint coat.
So I have both colors, and I like this one better.
Oh, you like it better?
I like this one better.
It looks good. You did a good job.
And the cool thing about this one is it's light, and then when you add more of it, it gets darker.
Yeah.
So you can actually kind of do the tones and stuff. I mean, I tried to do that with the arm.
No, the
You
arm
can
looks
see
good.
where I hit it harder on certain like spots.
Yeah,
But that's the same color, just this is hit a little harder than this.
that's nice.
And that's why I like that color better. But
Yeah.
everybody's got their own preference.
Well,
right?
no. I mean, I've seen people use it and they love it. I've seen people use the Citadel and they love it. I've never tried them. I use the oils, but sometimes you want to try something different. So
Right.
I think I'm going to try that. All right, let me go back over here to me, and I'm going to get spanked by Jerry.
Finished look.
Yeah, I'm going to get spanked by Jerry right now. So, but most of this was done last week. You guys have seen it, so
That's a beautiful job you finished on that kit.
it's not finished. I still need to go in and add some highlights, some pinkish highlights, like here on the ears. I'm gonna add. I don't know if I want to do pastels or oils. Like in here, darken a little bit more up. Right into.
You're going to be twiddling your thumbs while we're painting because you're going to be done in like 2 seconds.
Well, no, but the best part is I can. Oh, when I did this, I did this all on the last.
That looks really good. The leather.
Yeah, and what I did was I went in with this is a flesh tone
Oh, that's nice.
on the stitching, and the same thing with the back. It's a flesh tone.
That's nice. That's
Oh
nice.
shit! What the hell? I got something on the back of this.
You got a booger there?
Yeah, because of the paint that was on here.
Oh no.
That's all right. It'll come off.
But listen, Mike Samolsky has a question there on chat.
Hold on.
So this bus, I don't know if you want to answer, but
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You answer it. You got it.
Mike, this is an old bus from Loot Studios, and we had Mike from NY3D commission and business for us back then. This was like what, how many years we doing this now for?
This is about 3 years ago.
3 or 4 years ago. Yeah.
The original was done 3 years ago.
Yeah. So you can hit up Mike and commission him to print one for you. He has them in this is a 1/3 scale, right?
This is about a third scale, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit maybe a little bit smaller than a really full third, but it's a nice size kit. The last time we did a quarter scale.
I mean, that's really the difference between
So,
the two.
so look at the difference between the quarter and the third. That's
Right.
right.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
crazy.
that's the
There you
original.
go, Sash. Josh
Yeah.
has it. So if you want to obtain this,
Yeah,
NY3D Creations. I think Gil, you want to put the link up for him?
yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
You can contact Mike, ny3d creations.com. Right there. Let me pull up his thing here.
You wrote it wrong.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yes, because I did it quickly. Let me get rid of that. Hold on. I'll put the actual
Dun, dun, dun.
learn how to spell, dumbass.
But it's a beautiful kit. It's a very beautiful kit.
And there's a bunch of stuff on Mike's site
Oh,
that
yeah.
we've all done too. That I think Gil's probably got more stuff than out of all of us, but Mike does super good work.
I have probably painted. There it is, right there. The link is in the chat there, Mike. I have probably painted of Mike's I probably have about 100, and I've probably done about almost everything he's ever printed. I've painted.
Yeah, and the other thing, good thing about Mike is that he carries his own stuff online if you go to his site. But if you see something, if there's an STL available for you from anybody that he can purchase, he can print it for you. You know, as long as he can purchase that STL and you'll purchase it from the artist and everything. So yeah, he can print them just about anything.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get this. I'm trying to get this booger off of here.
Oh, you did? Great. That's so
Yeah. It was there was probably on the mat here when I laid it down.
Yeah.
I had, and luckily for me, I had already sealed it, so it'll come right off. I got some on here, so yeah. See, came right off. You guys get boo boos like this as long as it's sealed, and then you get a little toothpick and just scrape the rest of it right off. Right there, see. As long as you got a good sealer at the bottom of it, it won't.
Yeah, that's the main thing, man. You got to make sure you seal your kit.
Yeah,
Don't be afraid to do that.
See that with a big blob.
If you see guys that don't seal the kits and stuff like that, these guys probably been painting for a long time and they feel comfortable and confident with it.
Yeah, there's times when I'm painting fast that I don't do it.
Right.
I'll give you an example. I'm going to be doing this guy right here. This is there. Let me pull him up a little bit. This
That's a beautiful kit. Who makes that?
Oh, it's some guy, man, called Just Painted. This guy right here. This Just Painted character. This is his new Warriors addition to the Warriors. This is Sully from the Orphans.
Yeah.
And usually when I'll do this is I'll do the skin tone, and I seal the base is what I do, and everything else I'll just start working over it. So because I use oils. So I can't seal in between oils. I gotta let that shit,
You gotta let it dry.
Yeah, and for me, with the oils, it all depends. Never use them real thick. I'm always using very little of it, so I can literally seal those oils within an hour. I usually don't, but yeah, I have done it. Oh, let me get him back on it. Yeah, this is the new one from right here. It's Sully. He's got the little straight razor in his hand. So yeah, that's gonna be my next project. That one and this one here from Saul Alvarez. Silver Screen Icons. And I've already lost this one. My daughter already claimed it. So
Are you gonna use the one with the?
Yeah, I've got it right here. I've got the thing here.
Are you gonna light that sucker up?
Yep, I'm gonna drill it down here at the bottom.
It's like you have to light that up.
You got to, and then I'm gonna put a magnet on the back here so I can switch the hands out. But yeah, I was telling my daughter about it today. She said, "Oh, I want that." I said, "Yeah, okay, you could have it," because she's a big horror, fan. She likes all those old horror movies, So she already took Dracula home. So, all right, let's see. Let me go here. Okay, Mike says, let me hide that one. He says, okay, I have the site. Yeah, just hit him up. Again, the STL file, Mike, is from Loot Studios. Usually, I don't know what it costs. It's been 3 years, so you can buy the file, and then from there you can have them print it. And he'll do that with anything. If you buy a file and you got a file that you got, he'll take a look at it. If he's got to clean it up, there's things you have to do sometimes with these files. People think you just buy a file and it's good to go. It's not. There's sometimes you got to do some work with them. But this one was not too bad because this one was meant to be a figure this big, and he blew it up to this for us. And then for Stan, he blew it up to this for us. And it's a beautiful piece, man. She is probably one of my favorites. Her and Galadriel. You all Adamas. Hello, mate. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the base because that'll take me about 10 minutes to do. but then I'll come back and I'll work on her. So I want to let's see, let's put it on Steve Sutton real quick here. You don't mind, Steve? If I
No, I don't mind.
I'm gonna drop it on Steve here real quick. Oh, wrong one, Gil, wrong one there.
Don't do it, Steve. As a setup.
And I'm gonna put it on Steve right there, and let you watch what he's doing while I get myself together here.
Yeah, I'm decided to go with a black brown collar and the inside of the collar. I'm still keeping the green for her cloak though.
Nice.
Yeah, I made it a little bit darker on the inside of it. Then I'm going to go with the leather like you guys did for this part here. Not sure what I'm going to do on the lower side. I'd like for that to pop a little with some metallics, but we'll see. Not sure yet.
Yeah. So real quick, what I'm doing here is I'm marking off, because this is going to be all black. I'll have to brush paint that because usually I already have it painted black, but I didn't do it. So what I'm doing there is I'm marking this off, so because this will be glued into her base, and I don't want any glue or any paint on this. I want it to bite into that, the epoxy to bite into it. So that's raw right there. This has got a primer on there, but not in here. So when I slide that in there like that, after I paint it, I can put the epoxy on here, and it doesn't, because the paint will mess with it. It shouldn't, but you never know. All right, let's go over here back to Steve and let you see what he's doing there. You don't mind if I got it on you right now, do you? Out.
No, I don't mind.
All right.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Get in the chopper.
Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper.
Yeah, shout out to our friend Clay in Hawaii,
Yep.
Right.
the helicopter pilot.
Yeah, Yul Adama says, yeah, that's very true. Files need sometimes to be keyed, separated, and support. Oh, yeah. A lot of people don't realize that, Adama. That people will, they'll buy a file and they think it's automatically you can just print it. No, sometimes you can't. There are some, you'll see a nice figure and you'll buy the file and you get it. The people that did it don't know how to put the supports on. There's a lot of different reasons, a lot of different things that you have to do. So, KRD Klein Race Car Designs. Good afternoon, brother. That's one of your followers, right, Josh?
Yeah, that's Jason.
So if you guys got any questions, look, we show you everything we do. There is no, stop, re-record. If we do a boo-boo, you'll see it. So
We've done plenty of that too.
what's that?
We've done plenty of that, right?
Oh man, I'm telling
I
you.
have many videos on how not to do things.
Oh yeah, we've had our little
Yep.
mistakes. It happens, so but we also show you, how quick in different ways. Each one of us have a different way to fix it. We'll fix them, move on. Nothing is catastrophic, man. You can always fix it. So I'm getting my airbrush together here with my paint, so I'm gonna scoot over to Jerry so you can see where he's at. How he's getting his stuff situated. Yeah, what I'm doing is not sexy at all. It's just I'm laying down some primer. I'm going to lay down the Styrus, but before let me go back here. I'm going to lay down this, but before I do this, I'm going to lay down a automotive primer on this, just an automotive primer filler, SEM, just to give it a bite, something to Stynylrez is some of the best primer acrylic polyurethane acrylic primer you can get. The problem with Stynylrez is it works too well sometimes. It any detail, any flaw, any detail, anything on this base, you put this down and it adheres to it. And once it dries, I mean, it just, so you'll see everything. It's good if you're using it to see stuff, but this is a FDM, so there's some lines on it. I've sanded some of them down, but not all of them. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. So that's what I'll be doing in a second here. So in the meantime, I am going to go. There's Michael Lang. He's painting. You doing the leather work, Lang? Yep. And then Josh is getting himself together there. So I'm going to jump back over here, leave it on Steve Sutton for a second, and then I'm going to go mask this off and tape and paint it. So
I'm trying my hand at a crooked brush.
Oh, did you? Oh, you bent it, or did you buy it bent? Oh, that's the one.
I bought that.
That's the one from Joe.
No, this is some off-brand I found on Amazon. I guess I could have just bent a brush.
That's what I do.
Because that's all they did there.
Yeah, it's just a bent brush. That's all it is.
Yeah. Yep. But it works for what I need it to do here. Down inside of her collar. Too bad it doesn't have like a little light on it.
Yeah, with our blind ass in it.
Yeah.
Sucks getting older, man.
Using some glaze medium with the paint.
You have to get yourself one of those headlamps.
Yeah. Yeah, I should be wearing it right now. I will when I do some touch up here. Yeah, that's what I want. I may gloss it up a little bit to make it a different type of material.
Okay.
Yeah. My friend the toothpick.
That is your one, that is, I tell people all the time, Steve, you don't realize how important those toothpicks are.
The toothpicks are lifesavers, man.
Oh, God, you can do, yeah, those are my babies, especially when I'm doing eyes, man.
Show off.
I'm not showing off. Also. Okay, let me go put a little primer on this and I'll be right back. I got to step outside for a second.
All right. Nope. What the heck?
Well, Jason, jump in here. Whatever you want, man. We'll help you with that. I promise.
All right, let's see what Jerry's doing there.
Just adding some black brown to the base of the leather. And the arm thingy, sleeve.
You know, the cool thing about this, when you're painting, especially when you're painting with a group of guys, everybody has a different vision of what they want something to look like. Like here, I'll give you an example. You have Jerry's doing a darker base, and then he'll go in and do his leather, which his leather will look a little darker. I use a lighter base, and I go in with the darker colors, afterwards. So there's many different ways you can skin that cat, many different ways.
All right, so my plan is to do is to go lighter, right, with the leather, a little, from the base.
Right.
But what I'm doing is stippling, so you're going to see probably some of this darker brown pop out.
Yes.
Once I'm done stippling it and everything like that. So that's the plan.
Yeah, and see that, and that's what I'm getting at. There's a different approach to it. You're going to darker to lighter. I go dark, and I go lighter to darker.
Right.
What brush do you use to stipple with, Jerry?
Well, right now look at this brush. This is all gnarly right now, just to apply the base. But I cut some old brushes, like this one. I cut this brush, and I cut it in half. And I use these brushes here, like the old ones that I have, just to stipple the crap out of it. Because I'm not afraid of damaging. This is like an old cheap brush.
Yeah.
Right.
And what I'll do is once I'm done stippling, it'll look like this.
Yeah.
All flat and everything. So that's what's going to end up looking like once I'm done with it.
Okay.
You can throw this away once you're done. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what you can do too, Steve. What I do is I'll go to Hobby Lobby and buy a bunch of these boar hair ones.
Yeah.
And like he does. I'll cut it, half of it, and then I'll use that because these things are cheap, man. You can get these at Walmart for like $1,
Right. Yep.
Or sometimes I don't. See, like this one, you could tell I've used it and I haven't cut it because sometimes I just want to, But yeah, this is what I use some of these for stippling, which is basically the same thing that he's doing, And you don't want to use a good brush to stipple.
My nephews, they give me for Christmas, they give me one of those packs of brushes, these cheap ones like this.
Yeah.
They come like 10 of them for like $2, I guess. Yeah. And they'll give me like this for Christmas. And I'm okay with it because
you're going to use them.
You're going to use them. I'm going to use them for stippling. I'll cut them up and I'll start bashing the crap out of them. There's nothing wrong with having cheap brushes in your file, in your war chest.
Oh, you gotta have cheap brushes, man, because those are the ones you beat the snot out of.
Right.
You don't want to do that with your bougie brushes like mine. I got bougie brushes, man. It cost me $25 a brush. I'm not doing that to those.
Nope. So if we're putting a base color on a kit right now, look what I'm using. I'm using this cheap,
all
beat up brush. You know.
Okay, cool.
Or go steal your wife's makeup brushes, whatever
You can do that
doesn't
too.
get you shot.
Those are good, but I find that they're when you're doing like leather work, they're too soft. You want to get
Something
that.
a little stiffer would be nice.
Yeah, well, you get the ones that are already used, man.
Oh, I got a ton of them. I tell them not to throw them out; to give them to me. I'll use them. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong one. All right, so like I said, that's been primed with the SEM. Now I'll just go in, and this is Badger Stynylrez, the black. So basically, I'll do that to the whole thing. I'll come back in a minute and I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Let me go back to this so you guys can see everybody. I'll go off camera here.
Brushes are not cheap, man.
Nope,
Like,
especially if you got
like what I'm saying, like the good ones. That you want to save those for details and things like that.
I got these little cheap things here.
they'll work.
They'll work, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute myself for a second.
You ever tried cutting your paint with whiskey?
I think
I
that's
wonder if
called
that would work. I wonder if that would work. Huh?
I think that's called alcohol abuse.
Yeah. Definitely. You're right. I'll retract that comment. Yeah.
All right, there's the base. Before I do anything, I sign it. So I'm going to do that in a minute. Look out, Yoshi. I had to go get my dog, man, because he don't like little kids. So the little criminal I got here. So I got to make sure he's not, when the baby's trying to sleep, he's not trying. Well, because he gets protective, and you get too close to the baby, he gets a little.
Yeah. That's kind of a natural thing.
Yeah. So
See, mine's actually a criminal now.
oh,
Can't
mine. Yeah, mine's been a criminal.
Yeah, but mine has a police report now.
Oh, shit. Oh, now he's got a record.
Right.
He's on the registry now.
Remember, Johnny Cash never had a record. Even though he sang at all those prisons.
Yep.
Well, now wait a minute. I thought he got put in. No, he just got arrested for that. Never mind.
Well, he got arrested for drugs and stuff, but he never went to jail.
Right. That's what I.
Yeah. That's like
Musician, you never know.
yeah, that's a lot like with when you listen.
He never did Hard Time.
Yeah. When you listen to Creedence Clearwater, you think they're from the South, the Bayou. No, they're from California.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, but John Fogerty, he said he was influenced by Bayou music, you know, but he wasn't from there. He was a California boy.
Yeah.
His brother. I think it was his cousin, his brother's cousin.
Yeah, that sounds pretty redneck.
Yep. All right. So now, before I do anything, I take my little Sharpie pen here, my little D color, and then I sign it. Sign it, put it down. Hit that with a blow dryer. And before I do anything, I'm going to hit that with a clear coat. So, what are you doing, Yoshi? Go lay down. I don't want you underfoot. All right. Come here, buddy. Come here. No, you can't go upstairs. The baby's there. Here, sit down right here. Lay down. You're not getting on my lap. Go.
Yeah, my 85-pound dogs try to get on my lap. God.
That's my dog.
You know, I'm sitting here talking and I got the damn thing off.
All right, so
Got it signed. Bottom will stay black. This right here, I'm gonna go in with some bright green, some goblin green, some warm flat yellow, transparent blue, flat red. Just stipple it up. But I'm gonna use. I have these. Let me make sure it's from let me get the make of them. These are from Air Tool. Here, so I can show you guys. You can get these on Amazon.
Oh, I have those.
Yeah, these are
I
really,
got different ones though.
yeah, so do I, but I need to get new ones because I beat the snot out of these things. FX Texture. You can you go on Amazon, you can order them on Amazon. They're not cheap, but they're really good. FX Texture, make sure it's the mini series. And then this is what they are. They're paper. And these are really good for, to add some texture, So that's what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, I didn't even think about using those.
Yep. I use them. It's either that or I use a baby wipe. I dry it out and then spread it, but I don't feel like I don't want a marbling look to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's start with the bright green. I don't need a lot, so. And of course, I probably never used this one, right? Nope. I love this paint, but I hate these little paper covers they put on there because it gets all. You're taking them off, it gets all over your hands.
Yeah, you gotta love that, don't you?
Yeah, well, I know why they do it to seal the paint, but when you go to take them off, you got to make sure you clean your hands or you end up with that shit on your mouth. I'll take a little Jesus juice. I'm going to be doing an update to my old Jesus juice video to show you. Yeah, to show you guys how I refined that, make it more effective, and then I'm sure there'll be 30,000 videos on there after that one showing how they came up with it, how they came up with it. Because
Make
that's
sure
what
you monetize your channel before you do that.
yeah, I should, and that's the big thing. The only reason I didn't do it with the last one is because I used to use a lot of music, and
Yeah.
remember the days where you could go on there and you could use anybody, take a snippet of somebody's music and use it, and nobody bothered you.
Yeah.
BMI and all them got a hold of that shit. And now they take the money from it, So, which is, I understand that it's their music, but you don't
Well,
need.
sometimes it isn't. They just try to.
Yeah. Well, they did that with my
too.
Steve. The funny thing is, TikTok did that with my daughter's music. They
Yeah.
tried to say I was in copyright, and I went back and forth with them, telling them, "Are you out of your goddamn mind?"
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, it gets stupid. All right, so we got a little green here. I want a little brighter green. And I'll show you guys what I'm going to do with all this. Make sure that I shake the snot out of it. I ran it through my little machine there, which seemed to be all right. Take a little bit of this, put that in there, and I'll thin that in a second. Take a little bit of this yellow, a couple of drops of it. I want a lot. This should be more than enough. A little bit of the transparent blue. And the last one will be the red. This bottle's almost empty, but I got like 30 of these. Every time I go to the store, it's like, oh man, I need some red. No, you don't. You got it. All right, so there's not enough in here.
You mean that's what you say when you get back from buying the paint?
Oh, dude, I found bags with paint in there that I forgot I had bought.
Right, like every other modeler in the country.
Yep. I come home, I'll put the bag down. It's like, oh shit, I had this color. And then the next time I'm over there, because I don't take it off the list. You know, next time I go there and there it is again. I'm like, Jesus, I bought it again. Put a little bit of this in here. Is this thing plugged up? Yep. That's why it's not coming out. That's the bane of my existence. Plugged up bottles. Yeah, there it is. All right. Where's the cup I was using? All right. And there we go. There's the red. Like I said, I don't need a lot. All right, let me cut this now. See, a little bit of that in there. You notice I do it by eye, so I'm sorry. If you want to ask me what my ratio is, I'll tell you eyeball ratio. Because I really don't. I go by feel. I like my ink, my paints real thin. So need something to mix with. There we go, right here. Put that transparent. That's more blue than I'm going to use, but there's only a couple of drops. Oh, let me get it off me. I'm sorry, guys. Take the red. You see how thin it is? You can see how thin it is. So, and then grab my Sotar. Always do that to make sure it's not sticking. All right. I'll run some cleaner through it to make sure I got a good flow just in case, because you never know. Everything looks good. Copacetic. bump up my pressure to about 30. Let's start with some red. Get a little red in there. Make sure I got a good flow. I'll take this. And I just start randomly adding splotches. Jesus, these people in this damn I keep blocking them and they keep figuring out another way to, these telemarketers.
Yeah. That's how you really know that's a scam. They didn't get the hint the first time.
Oh, we got a deal for you. We got $50,000 here waiting for you. Yeah, sure you do.
Mute myself for a second.
Yeah, you just want to go in random patterns with this. You don't want to get predictable with it. Okay, we just ran out of that, so I'll get a little bit more in there. If you notice, I'm just being random. There'll be other colors on this, so And because I used a flat red instead of a bright red, it's not as pronounced, it's not as bright, and that's what I wanted. Because I'll add a yellow ink over all of this, and that'll bring it all. Boom. Dump that out. Clean my airbrush. I don't want the red mixing with everything else. Not in the airbrush, at least. Because the green will come down next now. Yoshi, you need to get out from underneath my legs, man. All right, we got that out of there. Let me make sure I get most of that red out. Now you could use the red. Go. You could use the red last, but I always like to go forward. But if you don't want to have to do that, because you got to clean your airbrush. I don't want to do it.
I have no idea what you're doing, but you're breaking up, Gil.
I'm breaking up.
Yeah, you weren't talking into the mic, I don't think.
Oh, I'm sorry. My dog was trying to get on my lap. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
All right. All right, now we're going to go with the green. Just like so. We'll come over here. That. Bring this over here like that. Like that. Like so. Come up on the side here. A little bit there. A little bit there. Happy little green over here. There. A little bit more here.
Oh, wow, that looks totally different. Wow. That's cool.
What I'm doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's these nice little effects that you use, you know. A little green over here. There. And that's it for, well, let me get a little bit more right here. There. A little bit in this corner. Here. Right there. Yeah. All right, so that's done. Now I'll get the green out. Now I'm not super clean. I'm just washing it out real quick, just to get most of that paint out of there. I'll do a good thorough cleaning when I'm done. For now, it's just to get the green out of there. All right. Now we're going to go with the yellow. Or you know what? We'll go with the blue first. No. I can't make up my mind. I'll go with a lighter green now. I can hear my granddaughter running upstairs. You know, I don't want a lot on this. This is just there to give it a little pop, you know. All right, that should be enough of that. I'll just do a little, like right here in the corner. You see, I'm just spraying it in there to highlight the corners just a little bit. That. There. You see what I'm doing here, just on the corners, right here. I'm just adding that in there because that's going to be my focal point for my my highlight. Okay. Now I'm going to add a little yellow to this. going to save this that's in here. So I'm going to come back to, well, nah, there's not enough in there. All right. Clean the airbrush out. Add the yellow, the straight yellow. Stop, dog. What happened to the other one? Let me hit this with a blow dryer.
I'll be back in a second. I got to do something.
All righty. So now I'm coming to the end of this thing. There it is so far. Now for me, then I take some of this blue, this transparent blue. I just missed it on certain areas like here. I'll come in here. Down here. Come up the side of it. Over there. You don't want a lot of this because it'll overpower everything. All right, I'm done with that. So this can all go in the garbage real quick. I can clean this out because I'm going to use some yellow ink now. So I'll set these off to the side. Clean the airbrush with my Jesus juice. That shit out of there. How you guys doing? Everybody doing good?
Yes.
I haven't messed it up yet. But it's still early.
You'll be all right.
Well, everybody has a plan until Mike Tyson punches them in the face.
That's true.
Right?
You got that right.
Yeah.
Trying to get all that acrylic out of my airbrush. Just when you think you got it all out, you pull that needle, you see more in there. I think after today's stream, I'm going to soak my nozzles. They definitely need to be sitting and deep cleaned. It's been about a month since I've done it.
Cochino.
Yeah, I mean, I keep them as clean as I can, but I don't tear my airbrushes down all the time. I only do it once every 4 or 5 figures, and we're at that point now where they need to be torn down. So
Yeah, but to be fair, your airbrushes are a lot cleaner than probably anybody else's we know.
yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
All
To
right.
be fair.
Yeah. I mean, I do try to keep them clean. So, all right, for me, you guys don't have to do this, but for me, this is what is my highlight. Anytime I was talking to Josh about this earlier today, anytime I use green, my highlight is always yellow. But you got to be careful with it, because if you put too much of it on, you just blew the green up.
And it's the same thing with like orange and red.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got to be careful with it. So here we go. Especially when you're using inks, man, because they are not forgiving. Now you notice I haven't sealed any of this, so I got to be very careful so I don't screw it up.
Just paint your happy tree and get over with it.
That's what I'm doing. I'm a happy little tree. There's the base, guys.
Cool.
Now all these colors will pop once I hit it with a satin varnish, you know.
Nice.
I'm going to seal this, and then I'm going to go and see what you guys are doing, and we'll talk to you guys a little bit and let you do some talking. Jerry.
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, look, if you guys got anything you want to say, man, just tell me. I'll put the camera on you, man. I mean,
I was just waiting for my sealer to dry.
it'd be like that's like Lang over there. He's just asking himself, do polar bears dream of electric sheep?
What?
Well, you know, the movie Blade Runner was based off of Philip K. Dick's book, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? That was the name of the book.
Oh, okay.
So I just told, you know, Lang, he just says, do polar bears dream of electric sheep? Or the moose?
He
Or
just
the
doesn't want to see any of those things outside his house.
Oh, they're probably in his backyard right now. You
I
know,
don't know.
they got those crazy Canadian geese over there too, man. Those things will bug you, man.
Oh yeah.
What, the Cobra chickens?
Is that what they are? Cobra chickens?
Cobra chickens.
All right. I am going to let's go here to Mr. Freight here while he's working there I'll take it away, Jerry. It's all yours.
Oh, thanks. So I'm just stippling some. I'm gonna stip all different colors, but I'm going with a crimson red all over the kit, the leather part. I'll take some off, and then I just start to slap some paint on. Don't be scared. Just go ahead and just go for it. It's just a little dark color mixture in there. You don't want to cover all of it, but just throw some spots in there. Just randomly go. So let it sit and let it dry a little bit. And then we're going to switch over to another color. You want to go with a ochre, a yellow ochre. And I'm using these cheap Artist Loft gouges, whatever, how you say it. How do you say it? Gouge.
Ouch.
Those are gougy, right?
Yeah.
Gucci.
Gouche.
Well, that'd be the first, Steve, that your wife wants.
Yeah, thank God my wife's not a purse person.
I didn't even clean the brush. I'm just going to go. Put some color in.
Hey, Gil, if you're talking, you're muted.
Yep, I've had my. I'm sorry, I was using a blow dryer. But see, now that you see the gloss on there, the colors have popped a little more.
Yeah.
But the whole thing was it. So I didn't want it to overwhelm. Because once this is, let me get this put in here. See. So there she is. That's how she's gonna look.
No, that's cool.
So let me go back to Mr. Frey because he was talking about gouge paints, right?
Gocho paint.
Gauchos.
Gauchos.
Gucci.
So you're using the gouge paint for your stippling?
Yep. It's a little thicker body and it gives it a little more texture. You know what I mean? So right, I'm just putting a little random colors down. All right. Before I start going towards the
lighter.
The lighter leathery colors that I want to put in. You know, so I'm just putting a little bit of just texture to the. And once I get closer, it'll come all together. You'll see this. Right now, it looks a little gnarly. You're like saying, "What the hell is he doing to that kit?" You'll see it all come together.
It all comes together in the end.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry, are those oils or are those acrylic?
They're
They're acrylics, but they're just like a heavier body.
Yeah, gouge are acrylic.
Yeah.
And they're not expensive. They're real cheap.
No, I bought these. I bought a big set for like, I don't know, it was like really cheap. I don't remember how much it was.
I've seen the sets like at Hobby Lobby for, with you got like 15, 20 colors in there, whatever it is. $11, shit like that, It depends on the brand you buy too.
Yeah. Like Liquitex has some, but they're so expensive because it's Liquitex, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I've got some of them. I don't use them as much, but because you know what? Quite frankly, to be honest with you, I fucking forgot I had them until you just pulled them out. Go figure, right? Okay, now I'm going to go back in on her face a little bit.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, I mean, I could leave it alone. I just want to add a little darkerness, like right here, right around the ear, here inside the ear. But for the most part, she's done for the most part, other than painting the back of it,
Show off.
No, I'm not showing off. I know you guys are mad at me. I'm sorry. But
That's because he paints during the week, Jerry, while the rest of us are at work.
actually, well, I'm painting other things.
Yeah. Okay.
Why don't you show us what you've been working on? Maybe that'll slow you down a little bit.
Two of them got shipped out, so I really don't have nothing here. My daughter has.
Did you start painting the Giger?
Oh, the Giger, yeah. I have a. Well, it's just primer right now. I have a bust by Blackheart Models, the H.R. Geiger. I'm a big fan of the man's work. It's weird. We were talking about it yesterday in the hangout. It's weird, sometimes a little bit disgusting, but I love it. That's it. I've got some pictures up on I believe I put them on the Syndicate, didn't I? I shot it. This gray that you're seeing here, again, that's the SEM high build automotive primer. I love this stuff. The gray sometimes can be funky because it leaves a little texture, so you got to buff it down. I'm down to my last can, so I got about 3 years ago. I got a deal, man. I bought a box of it, and I think they screwed up. They charged me $45, and I got 12 cans. And
Yeah.
you ain't never gonna get that deal is gone, and I'll never get that again. But I ordered it in black. And then when I said, hey, I'd like to send this back because I ordered the black, they send me 4 cans of black, and then they told me to keep the 12 cans. So I went, and that was 3 years ago, and I've painted a ton of stuff since then, So I'm down to my last can. But I based it, the bottom coat, the foundational coat is the SEM. And then I went in with the terracotta from Stynylrez around the eyes, certain places. And then I shot it with green. And I don't know, you might not see it, but you can almost see the green hue coming through there.
That looks nice.
Like here. You can
Right.
You can see the terracotta here a little bit. I used Stynylrez Light Flesh. That's it right there. This is the Stynylrez, the Light Flesh, and I just very, 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 very light coats of it. So that is just my foundation. What goes on here will be some tan flesh, olive flesh, the flesh tones, and then oils. But you know what I can't figure? I've been looking at Jerry. I've been watching all interviews with him in his later years. His hair is, of course, it's great.
Right.
But
Then he's young, he looks young there, right?
yeah, so I think because this is a younger version of him.
Right.
He had a phase where he ended up. I was reading the story about it when he went with the dark hair phase because he's a blonde. He's a natural blonde.
Oh,
But
I know that.
he dyed his hair black.
I know that.
Yeah, him and Blondie made a bet. Debbie Harry.
Mm-hmm.
So he dyed her hair black and she dyed his. So he had black hair for years, and then he just let it go back to his natural blonde.
What was he tapping that?
I don't know if he was or not. You know what? Knowing Deborah Harry, he probably was. I don't know. I know that there's a couple of interviews where she's talking about how he dyed her hair, and then she did his.
Yeah.
But the eyeballs, that's an ivory. With a little bit of blue, I'll go in later. Once I start doing everything and I seal the skin tone and I go to work with the eyes, I'll take a little bit of transparent blue, very like a drop of it. Not even a drop. I'll dip the tip of my brush into the ivory and I'll mix it and then I'll go over that. Just to give it that grayish bluish hues that an eyeball has,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I can't figure out. I see the pictures of him with that dark hair, so I don't know if I want to go with dark hair with some highlights. I don't know. We'll see yet. But this is a long-term project. Yeah, that's what I'm working on.
I think most people know him with the dark hair.
Yeah, and this thing is heavy, man. This is a solid chunk of. I mean, dude, I could put this in a sock and beat a couple of people with this thing. That's how heavy it is. It's a solid. This is from Blackheart Models, George Stevenson. So he ended up with the Frazetta. I gave it to him, so it was always meant to go back to him anyway. So anyway, how about it, Steve? That's what when I told him he could have it, he was like, "No, I gave that to you." I said, "Dude, it was never meant to stay with me. It was always meant me paint it and give it back to you." So
Yeah.
he was really happy he got it. So, all right, let's go to Steve here. Let's see what you're doing, Mr. Sutton.
Just laying down the base coat for the leather, letting it dry so I can seal it.
All right, seeing that I'm not gonna with mine. This will all be done off camera. You don't really need to see that because that's just gonna be black Stynylrez brush painted on there. So that's something that. But I'm thinking about. Let me get some oils out.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, I don't want a lot because I like the way the face is. I just think she's missing a little bit of shadow, like here. In the creases, and the way her face is pointing this way, a little bit of more of a highlight right there, on her forehead and on the bridge of her nose, and then right here on her chin. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do now. So let me move this. Make sure I don't have anything here that can screw the paint up. Put that back on her base. And then I'll get on my. Whoop! Let me get the thing off me because I want to go over back to. Let's go to Josh. Uh-oh. I'm not going to talk to you while you're doing eyeballs, bro.
No, it's all right. It's totally cool.
Yoshi, you cannot get on my lap, boy. I'll be right back, guys.
So what's going to go over the yellow, Steve?
Inks. Different transparent inks. I'm going to stipple them on. I want to make sure the paint's really dry before I seal it. And then I'll do the inks.
Oh, that'll be cool.
What you stippling in there, Jerry?
Just the browns and reds and yellows.
Wow.
Are you going to do that same thing on the sleeves there, Jerry?
I'm thinking about going with like a violet, like a deep violet color.
Oh, there you go. That'll look cool.
I'm thinking about it though, but we'll see. I want to see how this comes out first. Do a little contrasting color, maybe.
Right. Okay, hair dryer time.
Sorry about that, gents. My granddaughter's getting ready to go home, so I love you guys, but fuck you when it comes to her. All right, oils. Get away, dog. Go lay down, boy. All right, where are my? Oh, there they are. So let me get some brushes here. We got a little here, a little blender. Let's see. This one. I pull a whole bunch of them out, and I don't end up using all of them. And this one. This one right here. Let's see what I got. Yep. And then I want one to lay the paint down with. Get some thinner. Oops, excuse me. Put that over here. You know what? I forgot to put this damn thing on
YouTube?
Yeah, on Facebook. I'll do it now.
I thought I saw it.
Is it? Hold on, let me look. Is it playing?
Check it. I can't check it now, but you check it.
I'm checking it right now. Yeah.
I thought you did. I could be wrong.
No, it was just the announcement of it. Shit.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
It's all right. Jerry, sometimes the colors come up. Oh, Mike, if you're still watching, yeah, it's a little bit darker than the last one. So, let me turn it here. You see, I got lighter color on this side, and this is a darker tone. So I'm still going to leave it like that until I get the hair in and see where the skin tone is at. With the hair, it'll pop out a little bit more, and they'll tell me if I have to go a little lighter or a little darker. Because I want to keep this is the shadow part. Okay. So I am going to darken up all this up later on, this side of the outfit. But the face is pretty much done. I just got to see if I have to enhance those highlights a little more. That's all. Yeah, but the color is coming in a little darker because of that. I kept it darker on purpose.
Huh? It's not playing live on the Syndicate. Now,
Let me check to see if I see it.
Yeah, I don't. I see it up there, but I don't see it playing live. Is it playing live on there?
It's playing live on Red Dragon Model Works.
Okay. Huh.
Fucking crap. Well, looks like I'm done for today.
Uh-oh, what happened?
The clear coat, it shot that white stuff all over the.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I don't know. Maybe it's just too hot in here. I don't know. Maybe.
Could be, yeah.
I shake that can so much before I use it.
I shook it. I've used it like 3 times just today.
how much is in it?
Oh, it's like a full can. I don't know. We'll see.
Jerry, I don't know. You answered this, right? Sometimes the colors come up dark or light.
Yeah. Right now, yeah. I was explaining to him that I went a little bit dark on one side of the skin, but I'm also using a different color. I'm not using a skin tone. I'm using that Maleficent color from Vallejo, the Nocturna series.
Uh-huh.
So
Hold on, let me put
that
it
could be the reason why it looks a little darker, because I want it to look a little more.
Well,
Yeah.
it looks good, but like Jerry said, one side is darker than the other because of the way she's facing.
Right.
So you got his light source is coming from her left. You know, with mine, Mike, the way I have her positioned and her eyes positioned, this right here is the dark spot, her cheek, because she's like this. Let me raise this up. She's going to be sitting like this. So the darker ends you can see are in here, in the cheeks areas, right in here. This is not. And it's just a different approach. It's a different shade of skin tone. He went with a more elvish,
Like a purple tone.
yeah, with the and my original one is even darker than she is. You can see the difference right there. This one here, she looks more Mediterranean, I should say, Hispanic, Mediterranean, more olive skinned versus the more pale. And I did that on purpose. I wanted this one paler than this one. Now, and Jerry's vision was more of a fantasy-ish color.
Mhm.
You know, he had more of a fantasy vibe in mind.
Well, that kind of worked.
What happened? What'd you do, Josh?
I just kind of resprayed it a little bit, and it looks like it just toned itself out.
There you go.
We'll see. I don't want to hit it with a hairdryer yet. So
No, just, yeah. No, I wouldn't do it. Yeah. Let's see with Mr. Lang. Look at that. Man, looks like you know what you're doing there, Mr. Lang. Wow.
he laughs because he has no freaking clue.
Oh, he knows what he's doing. We'll go over to Mr. Sutton.
Just letting the paint dry.
So what I'm gonna do, I'll go back to Jerry here because I want you guys to see how he's doing that leather. Now you see, remember how it looked all when he was first doing it? That's what happens when you start working it.
Oh, it looks really, really good.
Okay. I'll leave it on him for a little bit.
Where is my Mummy Road? There we go.
How long you been painting for, Jerry?
This one?
No, in general, painting figures.
Oh, I only started just before COVID. So how long has that been? I don't know.
4 years, three,
Yeah,
4
4 or
years.
5 years? 5? No, a little more than that. 5.
2020, right?
So yeah, so let's say 2019. Yeah. So
Here's the other thing: when you guys are starting out this stuff, if you've never done it, you search out people that will show you certain techniques. Thing is, don't overload yourself with techniques. Work a technique, incorporate another one into it. Don't try to do them all at once. Those are all the gouge paints, right, Jerry?
huh?
Those are all the gouge, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to let this dry and seal it because I don't want to start picking up paint. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to let it sit and just wait till seal it because I'm afraid I'm gonna start picking up paint because it's gonna get a little tacky. So
Thanks, Mike. Mike says, regardless, both are fantastic. All right. Well, while he's letting that, I'm going to run over here and I'm going to take her. You notice I got a little purple right there. That is dioxazine purple. And very little of it. I cut it with a little thinner right here. Pull my brush, take most of it off, and just come right here in the little corners there. Put a little bit in there.
all right, I want to get something to drink.
Go ahead. I'll take a brush to blend it in, like so. And then this here is called a scrubber brush. I'll come in and scrub that down a little bit. Blend it out. And what I need is a little makeup brush, and I smooth it down. Just like that. I'll go in and touch all that up in there. Put a little bit of it right in here. Take my scrubber. Move that around a little bit. This guy, and just work it in just like that. Get a brush with a little bit of thinner on it. Right off. And move it around. Just like that. Same thing here. So the beauty of oils is you can go in and take it off if you don't like it somewhere. Pick up a little bit of this purple here and just put it right in that shadow area right here. Just like that. I just wanted to darken that little spot in there, right in here. Take my blender and blend that down. A little brush here. Just like that. Put a little bit of it here, like that. A little bit more thinner. Clean them off. My blender, blend that in. Clean the brush. And this is where I take my unbleached titanium white, unbleached. Take a little bit of that. As you can see, what I'm doing is I'm working on the highlight now. There's one there.
Hey, Gil, you should look at the comments since you're using oils at the moment.
I'm sorry, I didn't see the. Wow, like all different styles of variants. Thank you. You all, I use an airbrush for everything. But the finishing touches that I do are with a brush. And the finishing touches I do is with oils. The hair is acrylic and ink. This is acrylic and ink. This is acrylic and ink. This is acrylic and ink. Her face is acrylic and oils. Her skin is acrylic and oils. It all depends on what I'm doing. But for the most part, yeah, airbrush is a big part of what we do.
I think a lot of the airbrush is done probably the first episode.
Yeah, if you watch the first episode, you'll see most of the airbrush work. Mike says, I hopefully only one more question. When I was painting in the smaller scale, I had problems with the oils drying too quickly, and it wasn't blending like I think I should have. I did not use turpentine and a little linseed oil. Well, there's your problem. This is what you use, bro. Where are you at, Mike? Are you here in the States? If so, or you can go on Amazon. See this right here? Mona Lisa. It's an odorless paint thinner. This cost me $10 2 years ago. And I still have about 2/3 of it in here. I don't use a lot.
And
go ahead.
And here in the States, there's that bottle, and then there's one right next to it that's like the generic brand of that.
Yeah. When you're using oils, you don't want to use a turpentine, a cheap one. You got to remember, if you buy a cheap thinner, they're not filtered well. The cheaper ones, the ones that cost more money, are filtered, so they're a little bit more better. You know, This, what you just saw me put on there, I could right now walk over there and clear that, but I'm not going to. It's like here, I'll show you. Like this this unbleached titanium white. It's not cut, but there's a little bit of thinner on my brush. I dip it, I take the excess off. Whatever's left on that brush is what I use. So you saw me put a little bit on her nose here. Now I'm going to just blend that down. Go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's and get yourself this brush right here. This is called a scrubber. It's called a scrubber brush. That's what it looks like. What that does, it's a good blending brush. I like it because it's a good blending brush. I mean, you could use other brushes for it, but if you were to ask me what brush to get, I tell you, get yourself a scrubber brush. Like here, see here? I'll put a little bit here for the highlight. I'll take this brush. It's a pointed oval brush, and I'll just move it around just like that. And then I'll take my scrubber and just blend it very lightly. Just like that. Reestablish a highlight right there. Do the same thing here. I want to highlight right here on her forehead. Again, this has got a little bit of thinner on it, but not a lot. I put the thinner in it, and then I take a paper towel and I squeeze it out, and whatever's left on there is what I'm using. You see? Blends it right nice. Take my scrubber, and then right here on the edges, so you don't see that harsh edge. And there it is. There's that highlight. And then I'll work it a little bit across so it's not so pronounced. There's the highlight I'm looking for, right there. I need to just a little bit more on that cheek right here. Just a little bit. And I'll take this one. This is a little one. It's whatever brush I have in front of me. And if you notice, it looks wet. Well, that's because this one still has thinner on it. Take my scrubber, move it, and there's the highlight I'm looking for right there. I'll put a little bit more in there because I just want it right here, a little lower. It's right there. Work that down. Work it across. Now, I'm not scrubbing hard. I'm just letting the brush do the work. Take my scrubber. Make sure I don't have any hard points down here at the bottom. Just to blend it all in. And there it is. Let me lower this a little bit more so you can see. And there's the highlight that I wanted right there. The highlight I wanted is right here. Like that.
Oh, Gary's finally showed up. That's cool.
What's that?
Ride the Winds has finally showed up.
There's Wire Paints. What's going on, brother? Gary Ride the Wind. Good to see this one again. It's a real nice quality work from it. How you doing, my brother? Yes, I've put pearl in my highlights many times. So you remember I said I had to clean up a little bit around her ear here. I need a highlight here, and I need one right here. So there's the highlight on their ear there. And I'll go over to the other ear. And again, this is unbleached titanium white. I'll put a little bit there. Across here, right here on the highlight on her ear here. On the tip. Just right there. Just the tip. Nice. I need a highlight a little bit here, a little bit more. Right there. Right by her lip here. And then over on this end, right there. And then right up here. I'll take my blender. I'll blend that in. Same thing here. Here by the lip. And then right here. So now, there's another color that I need to grab out of my toolbox here. And I tell you how I'm rough on these tubes, man. I broke the tube on this, so I got it all taped up. Clean my brush off. I'll pull some of this green out just a little bit right there.
Were you using the oil?
Yeah. I told you I needed a touch of her face. You said I was done. I'm like, no, I'm not. See? So I'll take a little bit of
Good
that,
job to distract him, Jerry. Now he's way behind.
and then a little bit right
We're
here.
all pretty much caught up.
Work that shadow right in there. I want a little green right on the corner of her eye there. Just like that. I don't know if you can see it. The lights are real bright, but I'll take a picture and show it to you in a minute. I'll do the same over here. So I'm doing it in the corner, and then I'm working my way in.
You want to know something?
Yes, sir.
I've been looking for. I know I bought black, and I bought this set right here. Right?
Hold on, let me put it on you. Hold on. Go ahead.
I got this set right here.
Yeah, that's a good set. I got it. Yeah.
So it comes with a black right there. You see the
Yep.
black color is
Yep.
black. So I bought black, and I was like, because I was having a hard time finding just a regular black color, right? And I went to the store, and I know I bought some, and I have 3 black in this fucking box.
Yeah. Bro, I'm telling you, you're living my life, bro.
And I'm like, there they are. I'm like, geez, I was looking for these. Now I don't know what color I'm missing from the set.
Okay, Mike,
mixed them up or something.
The problem you use is you cannot, if you're thinning it and you put it down, you can't let it sit too long because it'll be a little harder. So what you do is, if you're having a hard time blending it, take a brush, any brush, but something like this. Take a brush like this. What you do is you dip it in your thinner, like I just did there. Then you take a paper towel and just do this. Take most of it off. Whatever is left on that brush is like an eraser. So you could and you could use it to blend whatever is left on that brush. You don't want it wet. You don't want it too dry. You just want it just enough. And what I just did, there's enough thinner on that brush right there to do the whole face.
Okay. Time for
Okay, you did. Okay, Mike, you did use that for thinning. Cool. Of course, Val says you all says he uses makeup brushes for blending. Yeah, I do too. It all depends. Yeah, that could be it too. Some of the cheaper oils, are not as the linseed oil that's inside of them are not as good as you would get with a better oil. I mean, I have cheaper sets. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna find a set for you. If you can get it on Amazon. Hold on, let me look on my Amazon, and it's not bad. Here we go, Gill Shopping Network.
Oh shit!
Here we go. You
Hide
asked,
your wallet.
you asked for it.
Yeah, you're gonna go in the rabbit hole now, Mike.
Well, actually, that stuff that Jerry was showing—that's a good line of oil paint too.
Yeah, I mean, just as long as you don't get the Walmart, other
Hey,
stuff.
hey now. Hey now.
There's some of that stuff that's caca, bro. Some of that stuff is really, really bad. It's like I get that people use craft paints, and some people have got it down to a science, but it's not, the pigmentation on that is just terrible for miniature painting. You can use it for bases and stuff, but for other stuff, I wouldn't recommend it. But then again, like I said, you got guys that are really good at it. They know how to use it. All right, let me go. My orders. Look, I'm going through my orders, and it's all kids stuff that I bought for my granddaughter. Tells you where my money goes, right? That's okay. Buy again. Here we go. Oh God, it's been a while since I bought these, so I don't see them. Hold on, I shall find it. I shall find it. Orders past 3 months. I think I bought it 2024.
Are you looking for the Optilon set that you bought?
No, this other stuff. The Optilong is really good. You can get that too, but I'm looking for the oils that I bought. It's a basic set of oils.
Oh yeah.
They're not bad. Just got to look in my orders here. Here they are. They're by King Art.
Yeah, the King Art set. Yeah.
He put in the chat what he's been using, Gil.
I know, I see it. But I just wanted to show them a good set of paints that won't break the bank. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I've been using those Master Touch ones the last couple times
They're not bad, yeah.
from Hobby Lobby. Those are.
All right, I got it right here. All right, you've been using maybe no problem has just been solved. I have been using a dry brush to blend. Yeah, you can't use a dry brush to blend oils. All right, let me show you something. This is if you want to look for a good paint. It's not that won't break the bank. This stuff right here.
Oh, they have that. That's the stuff they have at Walmart now.
The King Art.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 24. You know, you can get it at Walmart. Pick it up. They're not bad. You know, they're. I mean, they're not. What is it? Grumbacher or the other one, but they're good. They're good for what we use.
Yeah, and they're frequently on sale too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But the Amazon Day's coming up here, a couple days, so.
Oh shit! I just deleted it, and he says, "What was that?" It's called. Let me find it again for you. The paints are called King Art. Here. Those are watercolor. Those are acrylic. I'm gotta find the oil ones. Hey, you type in King Art and you get 40,000 things pop up.
Yep.
I'm gonna put the link in the chat, Mike. Josh says you can find these also at Walmart. I don't go there, so I don't know. What the hell just happened here, man?
You can order online too
Yeah.
through Walmart.
You got like a
I
bunch
don't
of
know.
links there. Yeah.
At least at the Walmart by me, that's what they just went to is all King Art stuff.
Yeah, I noticed Walmart carries a lot of King Art stuff and the Prism stuff, the Prismacolor.
Yeah. Those. That's another thing you guys could. We'll talk about if you watch the video, last week's video, you'll see me using a color pencil to do her hair. Not all of it, but just the highlights.
I just went to my local art store today, and they have a whole rack of Faber-Castell and Prismart pens.
Oh man,
Nuts!
you're like, oh my god, the hate guild, you son of a bitch. All right, so let me get back to the highlights on her.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Hold on, let me put it on you. Oh, Puppy
I
Chulo.
just use some orange brown. Use that orange brown.
Yeah.
I really like that as a final color.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
And once you're gonna highlight those threads, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, once you highlight
The threads and the yep.
that's gonna look really, really good, bro. I like that.
Yeah, I really like it as a final color. Look at that.
Yeah, came out nice.
Oh, nice.
All right, let me go over to Josh. Josh, you had that white powdery. It looks gone, like it's gone.
I just clear coated over it. It all disappeared. It was really
Bro.
bad in the hair.
Bro,
So I left out.
nice
Good.
recovery.
Yeah.
Right?
That's all
Right.
you have to do is, if that happens, get a new can or shake it some more.
Yep.
I lucked out. I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, Mike, anytime, brother, anytime. You know, we're whatever we're doing, we're here to help, man. You know, there's no secrets here, man. Daniel, hey everybody, happy Saturday. Hello, brother.
Happy Saturday.
All right, now it's coffee time. So while these guys are doing that, let me get my coffee together here.
Hmm.
Um, let me go back here. I am going to post a link in the comment for all the people watching. It's a buy me a coffee. What it does is it helps pay for the stream. You know, the StreamYard. It's not cheap when you buy the updated. But anyway, if you can donate, there's the link. Whatever you can donate is fine. It helps out with the stream, helps us to keep doing this. Second thing, if you can't do that, if it's out of your means, we understand. Just like and subscribe to so we know and help us push this algorithm, help us push our content, get this out to more people to have them more comfortable painting. We don't do Patreons. I don't charge to do stuff like that there. This is what we do. If you need my help, I'm always available. So just hit a like and a subscribe. Scale Model Kit Review if you're watching from there. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Just Paint It. Jerry Fraser Just Payment. Like, subscribe. Leave a comment. Let the brother know what, if you like what he's doing, give him some feedback. Same thing with Josh Rysam at Rysam Designs, Like, subscribe. Leave a comment, Michael over at Keystone, he don't have a YouTube or anything like that, but just give him a thumb, leave a comment here and tell us how much you enjoy our polar bear brother there, But yeah, the comments in there, man. If you can do it, fine. If you can't, look, times being what they are, I understand. Just leave a thumbs up, a like, subscribe, drop me a comment. Find us on Facebook. Red Dragon Model Works on Facebook, the Styrene Syndicate on Facebook, Just Paint It on Facebook, and Scale Model Kit Review on Facebook. Josh, you don't have a Facebook page for your channel, right?
Nah, not really.
No. But so
But I'm on on Instagram and
yeah, there you go.
TikTok.
You can find and I'm also myself also. I don't think Jerry is. Steve is. You're on. Jerry, you're on TikTok, right?
No, I'm on Instagram.
On Instagram. I'm on Instagram, TikTok. What's the other one?
X.
No, the other one. Blue Ski. I left X.
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. I'm on Blue Sky. Yeah, and then Facebook, of course, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok. Anyway, let me get back to. I'm rambling here. Let me jump over here to Steve so we can see what he's doing there. Ooh, look at that! Look at Steve, man.
Wow, that was a change. That was yellow at one point.
No, that's the smaller one.
That's the smaller one. He's
Oh.
Now I'm waiting for the other one to dry real good. It's taking a while to dry, and I don't want to hit it with a blow dryer. So.
Well, yeah, man. It's like 6,000 degrees in Arizona right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why don't you take a walk around the block with it, and it should be dry.
Yeah,
back.
you just
That's true.
yeah. Sit it outside. Go squeeze one out in the back.
It'll melt by the time he comes back.
Yeah, it's all done.
Yeah, the ears will droop. That's cool though. I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah. All right, let me get back to this highlight so I can clean this oil off my desk here. So I did just touched up the eyes on the ends there a little bit. I don't think I want to monkey around with the face anymore, to be honest with you. I think I'm satisfied with where it's at.
He said monkey.
Monkey. He's a monkey.
Ow.
He said, okay, so I'll take a little bit of this purple. Just a little bit. Right. Oop, sorry about that. Right in that crevice there. Move it around a little bit. And I'll take that one brush that I was talking about that has that little thinner on there. Move it around just a little bit. See, I just dipped it in thinner because it was dry now. I'll come over here. Take most of it off. You see it right there. And then come in and blend. And you can see the blend coming up there. See it? Right there? And I'll just work that into the skin tone. Come down here. A little bit of that blend. Take my scrubber. Just gently move it around. And I'll do the same right here in that pit. Just a little bit right in there. Move it around. Clean my brush. Do that. Take my scrubber and just blend it in. Just like that. And then here comes the criminals. He's trying to keep them quiet. It's okay, Becky. You don't have to worry about it. You hear him? You hear him?
Wow, I'm glad you weren't trying to keep them quiet. Holy cow.
A fucking gremlin.
That's fine.
Work those tones in. Now I want a darker tone in there, just in certain areas. So there's no black on that face other than her eyelids, her eyebrows. I use Payne's Gray for a shadow. You know, darker browns, you know, darker shades of the color you're using. You can do what you want, but that's the way I do it. So pull a little bit of this out. Clean most of it off the brush. And then I'll come in like right in here underneath her pit there. That gives me that little darker shadow that I'm looking for right there. Come over here. And it blends in real good with that purple. Just like that. Move it around. Take this brush here. The one with the thinner on it. There. I got a little shadow in there. I don't want a big shadow, just a little one. And then I'll do the same right here underneath her neck. I'm just trying to establish that jawline. You see, I'm just going in and getting that jawline straightened out. Just like that. Come in here, just a little bit right here. Bring that down. Just like so. Just like that. What do I do with that brush? A little bit in here. And then come right here by the hairline. Bring that across this way. Underneath the eye a little bit. Make that cheek. Okay.
Come on.
So I'll come in here in this little shadow and darken that up just a little bit. It's almost dry. You can barely see it on my finger. So all I'm doing is I'm just lightly adding a shadow right here in that corner there. And again, the light is you're not really been able to see it because of the way the light's hitting it. But trust me, it's there. And then we'll take a little bit more of this, just I'm gonna take most of it off my brush and then come up in here underneath the neck here. Just like that. A little bit of this. Just to make sure I don't have a hard spot there. This brush here with a little bit of that thinner. Just to feather it out a little bit. See, this is the darkest part of the figure is right here, right up underneath that hair. Now, I'll take a picture of this and show you guys. I got these heavy lights here, so you're not really gonna. These lights are gonna blow it out. So Whatever's left on the brush, I'll just add to the rest of this. Just like so. All right, let me clean this brush off. Get that one cleaned off. Clean this one off. Take a little bit more of this unbleached. So very little of it. Because I got a little bit too much here, so I want to reestablish this highlight. Got her there. All I'm doing is blending now. All right. Clean that up. And then I need a makeup sponge. Where's my makeup sponges? I have bags of these things. I don't know what I did with them.
Well, they're in the last spot you put them.
That's exactly where they're at.
Yeah, better buy some more.
No, I got tons of them. I had them in my hand earlier today, and I put them down somewhere. But I got packages of these things everywhere. Every time I go to the dollar store, I pick them up. I'll grab a bag of them because when the girls were all here, they were stealing them. take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and grab some of this. Come across her forehead here.
Oh, you mean take a trip?
Oh, dude, man, that dude is like seriously fucking lagging, isn't he? You're lagging real bad right now, Josh.
I think it's Josh, right? He's like,
Yeah, Josh. He was like, sounded like his computer took a shit on him.
yeah,
In the computer in his cabeza.
he's coming back.
All I heard was eat, eat, eat. There he is. You back? Oh, no, he's not back. All right. Let me clean this off so I don't get any of this oil on here.
Well, I guess we'll see if I have to reset it again.
No, we could hear you now. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, you were straight up fucking Terminator voice there, man.
Right.
Okay, what were you saying?
I don't remember.
Because all we heard was eat, eat, eat. That was it.
Yeah, it was probably my internet going to crap because
Yeah.
it's the hot part of the day.
I was saying, I know you were talking, but we couldn't hear you. All right, and there she is. There she is.
You almost sounded like Max Headroom.
Yep. She is. There she is.
Looking awesome.
Yeah, she looks nice.
Let me.
Now, did you paint those buttons?
Yes, I did, Mocoso.
It doesn't look like it's painted to me.
Wow.
No, the ones in the middle.
These?
Yeah, are those painted?
Yeah, they're green.
They don't look painted.
Hold on.
They still don't look painted. I think you need to
Oh.
put paint on it.
You fucking guy. Fuck you, Jerry. But yeah, there she is. So all I got to do is this, and then we're gonna do.
Nice job.
I got his the nameplate. I can't reach over right now, but I got the nameplate on the other side here. So let me get a photo of this, and then I'll display it here. I'll go in and I'll cover her eyes, and then I'll hit this with a matte coat tomorrow. But let me get a picture, and then I'll show you guys.
Oops.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Samowski. All right, I gotta drop the brightness down on this because man, I'm painting under some heavy lights here. Let's see, is that Don't do that. All right, let me send this to the group, and then I'll post it here. All right, let me go here, and then let me go back over here. I'm sure the guys and I thank you, Mike. I mean, if there's anything you need to, when you see us, man, you got any questions, feel free, man, to ask. You can always hit me up, here on Facebook, or I'm sorry, on YouTube, or you can go on my Facebook pages, Red Dragon Model Works or the Styrene Syndicate. I'll show you links to all that in a minute here. And if you got any questions, you could hit us up there. And if you would like to join in with us sometime, we all get the same figure and we all paint it, So if that's something you got anybody out there to be interested in, let us know. We'll be more than happy to accommodate you. Am I right, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Yeah. We encourage you guys to do it. I mean, if you want to join in with us, if you don't want to show yourself, and if you got a camera, just do this. You got the camera down, But thank you, Mr. Brother Mike. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Let me go here. Let me pull this up. All right, without all the whoops, shit. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to jump out a second. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button, and I knew it was getting ready to kick me when I hit that button. Let me go here to share. Go to here. This is what mine looks like right now, without all the heavy lights hitting her.
Nice. I like the base, how you highlighted the corners on the base.
Yeah, I thought that would give it a little focal point. You know what I mean?
I like that you did that. I still think those buttons are not painted, but that's fine. I mean,
fuck you, man. But
yeah, real nice job, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful work.
That's okay, Mike. That's okay. But like I said, if you got any questions, we don't. Again, you're seeing what we're doing, so we're not hiding any techniques. I mean, everything we do, we show you. Even if I'm doing it, if I do something off camera and somebody asks me, I'll tell you what I did. And then a lot of times I'll get these messages through Messenger, and hey, how did you do that? And there's been times where I've walked people through on a call on Messenger, Just don't call me at 3 a.m. I used to have a guy that did that. Fucking Vinny. Remember Vinny? He couldn't sleep. He wouldn't be able to sleep. He'd hit me up. Hey, how did you do that? God damn it, Vinny. Like at 2:30 in the morning, man. Go to sleep. He's another one of the guys that used to hang with us that passed away. Good guy. I'll tell you what, that man could do with he had just started painting when he hung around with us, but he got so good with that brush. He didn't use an airbrush. He used a paintbrush. That his paintbrushing looked like it was airbrushed. That's how good. I mean, there were no brush marks in that paint. None. Smooth. But he would hound you to death. Oh, Vinny. Yeah, we're on the same time zone, so no problem. Mike, if like I said, here I'm going to show you guys. For people that are watching, you want me to show you the? You want me to show them the Just Painted page too, Jerry?
The what?
The Just Painted Facebook page.
Sure.
Okay, because I didn't know if that was just for your stuff, But
No.
all right, I'm gonna pull them all up. So I'm gonna put it. Where you at? Are you? Let me drop it here on. We'll talk to. Let Steve do a little talking. Steve.
Yes.
Steve's like, I don't want to talk.
Well, still need to seal it up, and then I'm going to go in with inks to give the leather effect. And I still need to work on her face, but I want to use oils for that. Take my time with it.
It's looking good.
Paint her eyes.
You're doing both kits at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to highlight the purple color a little bit there. So it hasn't been highlighted yet. But yeah, it's getting there. And then the other one, I think I'm going to go in with the green top on this one.
Gotcha.
And I still need to work on her face a little more in the eyes and the hair, of course. It's getting there.
All right, let me find Jerry's real quick. You just sent me some pictures there, Steve?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second here. I'm pulling up everybody's chingaderas here. All right, let me close this down. All right, for you guys watching, I'm going to show you if you like to share your work and you want to see what we're doing, and just generally, if you got any questions, whatever. Here's the first one I'm going to show you. Where's my red dragon? There it is. This is Red Dragon Model Works. Whoop, let me close that down. This is Red Dragon Model Works. I'll put that link in the chat. If you're not a member, come and join us. We post all kinds of stuff here, and then the links to this if you want to. We got hangouts every Friday night. You're more than welcome to join in. If you get, so there's the link for Red Dragon Model Works. And then we have the link here for let me share this. There's the Styrene Syndicate. If you're not a member, this thing keeps popping. If you're not a member, just hit up there and join. I'll let you in. Let me grab this. I'll put this in the chat also.
That's our group's Facebook page.
Yeah. There's that. Then we can jump over here to Steve Sutton's scale model kit review. Let me pull this up real quick. And I'll show you their YouTube pages too. There's Steve Sutton's scale model kit review. I'll grab this. I'll put this also in the chat there. You guys can go there, and if you want to join, just ask for an invite. And then we have, where did he go? There it is. This is Just Painted's YouTube page or Facebook page. I'll grab that. There it is. This is, you can see all his paint working is there, his upcoming kits, things that he has. You can see here, he's got all his featured items right here, all the stuff that he produces, and people, they like, Tremors, Warriors, just all kinds of really good stuff. So I'll put that also here in the chat. And then let me close these down because I want to go to the YouTube pages. For those of you that are watching me and don't know who these guys are, or watching Steve Sutton or Josh, you have hold on, let me pull this up. Come on, you mocoso. This is I'll start with Josh. This is Josh's Rise Dam Designs on YouTube. You know, hit him up, you know, leave him a thumbs up, subscribe, like, you know, a little comment. I'll put that also in the here in the chat. You'll have that link.
You got a picture of my fat head in there.
You got a picture of what?
My fat head in there.
Oh, your cabeza. Did we lose Josh again? Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
All right, we got
He's had some internet problems, it looks like.
yeah, and then let me grab you Jerry Frades. Just paint it. Oh, come on. There we go. Just paint it. Now, Jerry, for those that aren't subscribed to him, he does a lot of tutorials. He shows you what he's doing. You know, he's got those videos. He's got like 30 hours of videos, and he cuts it all down to like what, 20 minutes, Jerry? Something like that?
No, are you crazy? I wish.
But he's got, if you check him out here, let me show you. He's got some really cool, really good and informative videos on there. Right there. The link is in the chat to his page. Like, subscribe. You know, he, like I said, he's got a lot of stuff where he's showing you how he's painting. You know, just talking you through the process. There's Josh. And then we have the man himself. This brother right here, he does all kinds of crazy stuff. But he's got this is like the Modeler Supreme.
The Smithsonian of Hobbies.
Let me pull it up. SMKR. Let me grab this so I can put it in the. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I want to go. That's not what I want. Okay, that's what I wanted. Let me. What the hell just happened? That's not what I wanted. Okay. What the hell did this thing? This thing just kicked it. Well, hold on. I hit one of these tab buttons that I got here, you know, and it shot me around the world.
Huh.
You know how with the Apple you got these smart tabs, and I ended up hitting one on accident, and I went flying. Oh, there's Josh again. Yep, there he is again. All right, here's Steve Sutton's scale model kit review, and I will show you it. It's in his in there, guys. If you're not subscribed to these people, please, you know, I mean, they do some good stuff. Check them out. Subscribe to them. Like, leave a comment right here. Steve Sutton scale model kit review studio. Oh, he put studio on there now.
Yeah.
He's getting bougie on us. You know. You got studio now. Oh yeah, because you're gonna have your new studio soon, right?
Yep.
Yep. But look, he does a lot of cool stuff. It's not just figure painting. He does a lot of these like Agora and fan. What's the other one, Steve?
Fan Home.
D'Agostini.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he has some, you know, like some historical videos on there. There's a wealth of information on there. You know, it's not just figure painting. There's model kits, you name it. He's got them on there. So, you guys ready to give it up for the ghoster today or what?
Yeah. I'm ready to go get something to eat.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't do anything else because I gotta wait till this thing dries before I seal it. So.
All right, let me switch my camera. We'll go here. Let me move my lights because like I said, I paint under very bright lights, and my granddaughter stole my hat, man.
Oh God.
Yeah, she said she calls me Beepa, so she says Beepa hat. Took my hat, was walking around with it, and I went to grab it to come back downstairs, and she started crying, so I left it. So I told my wife, I said, grab that hat before she leaves, will you? So I want to thank you all for watching, man. We did this. We'll finish it up, off camera, and then we'll post pictures on our respective sites. But we did this in honor of our friend Stan Conley, who passed away suddenly, and he was the one that originally suggested this one 3 years ago. This figure, we were going back and forth. We were, hey, no, let's do this. No, let's do this. Let's do this. And Stan says, hey, do this. And he was right. It's a beautiful piece. If you guys are looking for the file, it's a Loot Studio file. I believe. I don't know. I don't file hunt that much, but you can get them on those file sharing sites, right? I believe you can get them.
No, you have to go to Loot Studios, I believe.
Yeah, Loot Studios, but Mike.
Yeah, because it's been a while since I bought the damn file.
If you print your own stuff, you can go to Loot Studios. You probably get it there. But if you don't have a printer, you can commission Mike to do the printing for you.
You can do the printing. Jerry, what do you got? Anything good coming up in Just Paint It?
No, I'm behind on videos. I have to edit a lot of stuff. But I am going to be doing new paint ups and edit the old ones and put those up. And as far as new stuff coming out, I'm just waiting for Mike to feel better so I can release those busts. Yeah, I got 2 busts that I need to release. Then after that, I got other things in the work, but I'm not going to make any announcements until later on. So
cool.
All right. So.
Mr. Sutton, anything in the works?
No, I'm behind too on my videos too, like Jerry, but just plugging away at my builds, and we'll see what happens. I'm trying to get that studio done, so that's kind of a priority for me right now.
Yeah, football season is right around the corner, so you better get it done before you sit there and you watch those cheese packers.
Yes.
So. Josh, you got anything coming up on your channel?
I am, but it's gonna be a little bit. I would love to say I'm gonna finish this, and then I actually want to start getting back into model kits a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
So there'll be some cool stuff coming down the pipe.
Awesome. Well, for me, I don't do models anymore. Kiss my ass.
Preemptive strike.
Wait a minute, I'm going to send you a model.
No, I do them. I'm just, I've got a garage full of them.
I think if you concentrate and do that tank that you got buried underneath your desk, I think that'll be a great video for you to do.
Yeah.
You had to
I'll watch it,
bro. You know how to hurt a man, don't you? Yeah. I should finish it. I really should. Or I could send it to Lang and let him finish it. But then Lang would look at me like, why'd you send me this shit? And he's going to put it underneath his desk, So, what are you working on, Lang? You got anything cool you're working on?
I got a bunch of stuff in the works. I got the World Warhammer, a couple of small 118 minis, the horses, stuff like this. Putting these guys together.
Oh, wow.
They're all ready
Oh,
to
check that out.
like
God bless your eyes.
Yeah, I know.
No,
That's as small as I'm going to get because I got another smaller one. I'm not touching that one.
I want to show one more thing before we go.
Yeah, and I got something also after you're done, Gil.
No, go ahead. Finish it. Go ahead.
High altitude scale models. He is back. In case you guys haven't seen his latest videos and postings, he had a big family, some family emergencies going on. He lost his wife last year, and his son disappeared. But he is back at the bench, and you guys should go ahead and try to support him. High altitude scale models.
Cool.
It's good to see Brett back in the mix.
not only that, he has a I don't know if he's still doing the online thing after with all the tragedies and stuff. But
He's back to doing it.
he's back to doing it. Okay,
Yeah.
so a lot of stuff that I used to order was I got it from him, and
Yeah.
and I would prefer giving it to a fellow model that has a shop because you know the man, and you know he gets the stuff out there like my oil, all my make Optilon oils I bought from him, all of them. A bunch of these AK paints I got here, a bunch
Yeah,
of
the display tools.
the display, all that
tools.
stuff, so
Well,
just
he carries some really good stuff, right?
oh yeah. All you gotta do is hit him up. He's a member of the syndicate. All you gotta do is hit him up, and then tell him,
Brett
hey,
Marquette.
yeah, Brett Marquette. Just tell him, hey, I'm looking for this. Do you have it? He'll tell you if he has it, or if he doesn't have it, he'll get it for you. And you know what, bro? It's actually comparable to what you get somewhere else, but he's a member of our community, so I'd rather
You
give
support him as much as you can.
I try to support him as much as I can, So
Sounds like a plan.
So anyway, as for me, what do I got coming up on the channel? Nothing.
That's not true.
I think I am going to do.
We're probably going to do a hang kit here soon.
Yeah, we're going to do a hang kit.
One of the Mad Max, right?
Yeah, one of the Mad Maxes. Either the Fruity on the Motor Scooty or I don't have the guy with the snake. Yes, do I?
You do.
Yeah, you got them all.
Yeah, you do.
I think I have
You
them
got them
all.
all now.
I have them all now because in front of me I've got Max Rakitansky, So we'll figure out which one we're going to do.
I would like to do. This is personal. I would like to do the chopper guy. I think.
Yeah, the Fruity on the Motor Scooty.
No, the chopper guy.
I already did that though. I just gave it to Hang. I don't have another one.
The chopper guy.
I don't have that one.
Oh, the helicopter guy? Do I have that?
I don't have the helicopter guy.
All right, so Fruity on the Motor Scooty then, I guess.
It'll either be the Fruity, or I can always get a hold of Hang and see. Well, I should have bought it while he was here. Let me check. I don't think I have it, but let me check.
Check because I think you have. I think you have one too, Steve. I think didn't I send you like a shorter, the smaller scale one? I think I did.
I'll have to look at my box.
I'll have to look.
You better.
They're
like finding it.
My memory sucks.
Yeah, I don't remember if I've gotten that one. I thought that was. I think
we got. I don't want to do another Worthling thing here, so
I think I do have it. I'll check. I'll check today. I'll take a look today and I'll check. So
yeah, because
I have the chopper guy and I have the.
If you need a kit,
well, you got
Hang model kits.
I'll just buy it from you. You got it there.
No, don't buy it from me. You buy it from him. I'll ship it to you from here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I can get it. I can
buy
get
it from him because right now I am the North American Hank Helger supplier.
North
American distributor.
Well, that's what I should have said that. I don't have to get it from Luxembourg. I can pay him.
Right.
But it's shipped from Jersey. So
but if you guys are interested in any Hang model kits, go to the site hangmodelkits.com and I can ship you a kit from here, from Jersey.
Yeah, he just got back home too. So
I'll save you on shipping. If it's in stock here in Jersey, I'll ship it from here.
Yeah. There you go.
All
right. We're gonna call it a day. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. I hope your holiday was great. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. On behalf of the boys, leave the drama to the fucking queens, guys. Bye-bye.
Ciao.